All right, this episode of The Commons, we have Elizabeth May asking about cabinet confidence. Now, this cabinet confidence needs to be waived because of the prior investigation that blocked 9 people from speaking openly.
Safe.
For Sanish Gulf Islands.
The topic earlier today in question period, there were a number of questions about waiving cabinet privilege in matters that require investigation. It's according to the Globe and Mail, as recently as March 2020, the RCMP were still investigating the SNC-Lavalin matter and whether obstruction of justice took place. I'm wondering if the minister can answer the question whether the Prime Minister is at this point prepared to waive cabinet privilege in the matter of SNC-Lavalin.
The Honourable Minister.
Madame la Présidente.
Madam Chair, we support the work of the Conflict of Interest and Ethics Commissioner, and we trust our public officials. And we have always worked with them openly, and we will continue to do so.
An opportunity to ask a different question. Earlier in question period, there was some heckling, friendly banter, one might say, asking this Liberal government if it wasn't time to reconvene Parliament. I don't happen to think it is. I think we're in a pandemic, and I think we have to protect ourselves and our communities from the travel back and forth to this place and potentially spreading COVID-19. So my question to the Liberals is, when will we accept what the British Columbia legislature is already doing and allow voting from our constituencies so legislation can be passed in this place?
The Honourable Government House Leader.
Madam Speaker, that's an excellent question that should be asked to the Conservatives, because we all agree around in this place that we should be able to vote electronically, Madam Speaker. It's extremely important that this way you can have people here, people in their riding, they don't have to travel here, and all members will be able to vote. Now, let's ask the Conservatives why they don't support that.
The Honourable Member for Sanish Gulf Islands.
I thank the Honourable House Leader. I'd be very happy to ask the Conservatives that, but I'm afraid questions go to the government members. So my question now to the government members are this. My question to the government members, we are having a lot of concern, particularly in areas such as mine near the U.S. border and Sanish Gulf Islands, of what's being called the Texas loophole. I don't think we actually meant to put in place something called a Texas loophole. I've spoken to the Minister of Public Safety. I'd like an answer to know what are we going to do to ensure that Canadian Border Services agencies do not let tourists into Canada for less than essential purposes, potentially spreading COVID-19.
The Honourable Minister.
Again, I'll thank the member very much for the question. We know that in response to the ongoing COVID pandemic, we have agreed with the United States to restrict all non-essential travel for such activities as tourism and recreation right across the border. Should a traveler be admitted, they're provided with they provide information that indicates that they are not to make any unnecessary stops. We know that there have been a number of cases. The RCMP and the police of jurisdiction have begun looking to determine whether there are violations, and enforcement has begun on these matters. We want to discourage people from entering our country, crossing that border for non-essential purposes while these restrictions remain in place.